Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, His only begotten Son. Call him La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and others, great millstone, root and teach well. Wa Barakatham, unto the hopeful elect. Alright, now today through the Spirit, I want to go into a quick ride-along lesson through the Spirit into civil war and martial law are close. Civil war and martial law are close. You see, because we know we have this upcoming election coming up. And then you even have this, which everybody believes that, it's easily the elites trying to forward their agenda, but the Trump shooting. Everything just seems so weird the way it happened. It just seems like it's not real. Like, you mean to tell me Trump is on one of his campaigns, one of the, more notable wealthy men. He's one of the more wealthy men, more men with some political pull. You mean to tell me he couldn't have high quality protection over him? My brothers have already speculated on it that, obviously it looked real set up. However, regardless of it being real or set up, within it being set up is even more proof that was for a reason. They had that attack happen to help forward their agenda. And what agenda am I speaking about? Them locking this thing down. Them bringing more troops. Them intensifying the dragon, that draconian draconian laws, man. Mandating more strict enforcement, law enforcement, and this situation with Trump isn't even the only thing that's been going on. You have this migrant crisis still going on. A lot of them not making it out of the Gaza Strip, but still, the ones that have made it, a lot of them are obviously set up, and they're wreaking a lot of havoc over here. You see? And that's pissing a lot of these regular, these real patriotic Americans. They ain't feeling that shit, man. And they're also not feeling Biden. Which we all know this is all propaganda, but they even have news articles saying that they believe that Biden was in on the so-called attack and all this, which is all just creating separation. All the people that's down with that Democratic, the way Biden is running things is bullshit. If Trump gets in office, they're going to get pissed off. And guess what? If Trump don't get in office, all those Proud Boys, all those Edomites with all those weapons, they're going to go ham. They're going to have to lock it down either way. So we're in a time period where civil war, you can very well expect civil war to happen, and you can very well expect martial law to come to fruition. And these are all things that are prophesied in the scriptures, man. You read 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, man. You read about verse 17, really read about 15 on down. It speaks on how a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. You see? Because they're gonna lock this thing down, and it's just another outlet for them to bring that lockdown, for them to shut everything down. Because you have like I stated before, you have this migrant situation still going. You have World War III is in its root stages. Everybody's fucking fighting, man, and also everybody's choosing their sides, who they're siding with, who they're against. Russia clearly is not with NATO and America, man. All right. Iran is clearly not with NATO and America. You see? The other various nations who aren't with it, the BRICS nations, they're not. A lot of them nations are not with, they're siding with Russia. You see? A lot of these nations, they're not siding with. Now some of them maybe they all have pacts and everything. We just know according to prophecy, all these nations are going to come against America. You see? They're trying to formulate their own form of the MOTB, which is the Revelation 13 and 16. They're trying to form their own currency to branch off away from America, which is not going to work, obviously. But, you know, this is all prophecy at the end of the day. See, so that's happening. A war. And not only just that, you still have the Crown 19 still affecting a lot of people. You have different strains of that coming out. Then you have FLUs, which I'm saying it in code because they'll try and flag your video for saying actual things. But those things are other outlets, because they used that outlet to bring the lockdown last time. That's the Crown 19. See? So we're in a time period where there's all these various ways they can use to lock this thing down. And we know what's going to happen when they lock it down. When they lock this down, these people ain't going to be with that, man. See? We've seen how these people gonna act whenever they get forced to get locked down. So, and Esau's already ready. His brothers are already seeing, all types of brothers are seeing them posting, bringing tanks and all type. They're turning a lot of places into FEMA camp. They're doing all these things, and guess what? They're ready to lock this thing down. All right, and it's gonna be force. They're gonna by force make everybody subject. You know, in a way they're gonna make it seem as if the solution to this big law enforcement thing they're gonna have going on, this martial law, is gonna be by the micro C-hip. And if you don't take that micro C-hip, then they're gonna come for you. We're in that time, man. Alright? And we're getting closer and closer. Because once this happens, we know that we in the end. Because according to prophecy, once they issue out that micro C-hip, our Lord can return back. He actually not can, he will return back once they bring out the micro C-hip. At any given moment, he's coming back. Because he's gonna deliver those who didn't take the micro C-hip and destroy those who did take it. See? So we're in a time period of it being pushed out, man. Alright? So that second Ezra 15 is happening before our face. And also sedition among men, not regarding their kings, man. You see? These people are about to go ham, man. And we're already seeing it in small scales. Even had this little smash and grab, you know, stuff like that going on with Jake crazy ass, man. Well, it's gonna get worse. And a lot of motherfuckers, and let's not forget about that law they just pushed earlier, forcing everybody they must enlist into the military, man. A lot of niggas gonna try and come against that. So that's gonna cause some havoc. So it's all these various ways of civilians that's at unease. A lot of these civilians are not with the shit that America's doing. So the result of that is gonna be them bringing that martial law and forcing everybody to do it. You either gonna enlist in the military or you get tossing your ass in jail, man. You see? Or you gonna take this micro C-hip, or your ass going to a FEMA camp. And they gonna kill people. It's gonna be all types of stuff like that happening. We're not in a time period of good to come. It's gonna be straight evils. You see? And a lot of these states, they're not with. They're a lot of these states are trying to do their own thing too. So all this civil unrest, this is all prophecy. A lot of these southern states ain't with the stuff that's being pushed. You know? So we're in a time period of, about to see what more and more evils get brought on the earth. The civil unrest and martial law is in the prophecy. It's in the scriptures, man. It's prophecy. See? And then even with these natural disasters, we can expect to see more of a shortage of various foods and everything. And also, whenever they lock this thing down, by all these different outputs they have, it can cause everything to go up and get so expensive where people can't afford it. And now people are going to start trying to loot stores. That's what it says also in 2 Ezra 15. A man shall go and spoil his neighbor's things because of the lack of food in great tribulation. Loosely paraphrasing, you know, because I'm not reading the scriptures because I'm driving. But they're going to do that because of a great tribulation and lack of food. They ain't going to have it. They're not going to be able to afford this hyperinflated stuff, man. So they're going to start going and trying to take it. So we're in a time period of these things happening, man. And it's just a baby step. this little shooting, and not even just the shooting, all the other events that's happening, man. This migrant situation, all this war happening everywhere. These are all outlets and things they can use. Imagine one big ass attack, because a lot of those guys are insiders, man. And by insiders, I mean insiders from one of those other nations. They sent their ass to over here. They not even really from South America. A lot of them dudes, they insiders, trained military men from other foreign nations. And they got over and they could attack. If they start attacking motherfuckers, then guess what? They gonna lock it down that way because of that shit. So we're in a time, hey man, all these various things will lead into the Lord making big moves. So we gotta stay on our watch. You see? We're in a time period of these things happening, man. Uproars of 2nd Ezra 9. I believe it's verse 4. There shall be earthquakes and uproars of the people. It was just an earthquake in New York. That's random as hell. It's been many earthquakes, but then uproars of the people. People are pissed off about all this stuff happening. Yet they can't do nothing about it because they're not in rulership. Esau is in rulership. See? The only person who can take Esau out of rulership is the person that put him in, which is the Lord. Right? So we're in a time period of seeing Esau's kingdom get taken down. All the Lord is plaguing this man with all these various things. And we're in the stages of those plagues like he did in ancient Egypt. And we're going to see the Lord really take this place down. This whole infrastructure. Right? But anyways, I brought this out. It's edifying. Hey man, we're in a time period where civil war is getting ready to happen. These people is not. Everybody's against each other. And then it's going to lead to martial law. Civil war, civil unrest is what I'm going to name it. Civil unrest and martial law. Those civilians are at unrest right now. They're uproaring, pissed off. And this martial law is really close. Because look what just happened. That Trump thing, they can easily lock this thing down or get more strict with the law enforcement because of that. Right? They can make that be an excuse. So we're gonna start having troops doing this and this and that because they shot at Trump, which it could have been is easily set up, but that's still showing that they're doing it so they can push forward their agenda, man. All right. But anyways, Lord willing, this is edifying. I like to end it off by saying, "Call Allah Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, double honor to the apostles, others, great millstone, rule as well." Next time, Kwame Shalom.